A very good morning, students. Welcome back to the class Hereditary and Evolution. The next topic we have to move is sex determination. We have discussed the idea that two sexes participating in sexual reproduction must be somewhat different from each other for a number of reasons. How is the sex of a newborn individual is determined? Different species use very different strategies for this. Some depend on environmental cues. For example, if you take a few reptiles, the temperature at which fertilized eggs are kept, which determines whether the animal developing in the eggs will be male or female. That is, if you just take an example as a reptiles, in that we can easily say that is the environmental temperature will indicates that is whether in the egg the upcoming organism is a male or even a female. But when you take in other organisms, in a higher organisms, what happen, there may not be any influence on the sex of an organism can be seen. In other organisms such as snail, individuals can change sex, indicating the sex is not genetically determined. However, in human beings, the sex of the individual is largely genetically determined. So, in human beings and even higher organisms, thereby what happened, we can say that is the individual is determined by genetically. Students, we all know that is we will be having what number of chromosomes, that is human beings. Human beings will be having that is nearly 23 pairs of chromosomes. Here, see here. Most human chromosomes have a maternal and paternal copy and we have 22 such pairs. That is, apart from this maternal and paternal copy, we have 22 such pairs. So totally 22 plus 1 maternal and paternal we will be having, that is 23 pair of chromosome or 46 chromosome. In the 46 chromosome, one is male and even another one that is female copy. But one pair, that is a last pair of chromosome, is called sex chromosome and is odd, not always being a perfect way. Women have a perfect pair of six chromosomes, both called X. So thereby what happened, in a female or woman, in the last 23rd chromosome, if they are possessing both XX, it is indicating that is the child or the this thing is nothing but we are going to call it as it is a female or it is a that is women. But in man what happens, but men have a mismatched pair in which one is normal sized X while the other one short is called as Y. So here always in male you can see one is mismatched, that is X, and even we will be seeing Y. So this X and Y which is present in which one they are telling, in a male, whereas in a female we can see both XX and the chromosomes at the end, that is 23rd pair of chromosome, if it is having one X and Y, it is indicating it is a male chromosomes. So women have XX while the men have that is XY. So for the contribution or for the birth of a child, mainly the men contribution will be more, or men will be responsible for the birth of a child, we can say. So next thing we have to move on is which one, that is evolution. We have noted that there is an inbuilt tendency to variation during reproduction, both because of errors in DNA copying as a result of sexual reproduction. We have already learned in which one, that is in the earlier classes, that is variation will be taking place during the DNA copying. DNA copying is nothing but the proteins which are present, they start to replicate. By the time when they start to replicate, so thereby what happens, number of ages will be taking place. As a result of a sexual reproduction, there may be evolution of an organism. We have to take an example such as the illustration here they have given. In an illustration here they have taken, that is beetles, and along with the beetles they have taken crows and the places of an environment and the causes how it has been affected. Consider a group of 12 red beetles live, let us assume in some bushes with the green leaves. So they are telling here a group of red beetles, they are living in the bushes with the green leaves. So green leaves, on the green leaves, if a red beetles are present means which can be easily identified because of a color changes. Their population will grow by sexual reproduction and thereby can generate variations. Let us imagine also that crows eat these beetles. The more beetles the crows eat, the fewer beetles are available to reproduce. So hereby what happened in the picture you can see that is on a green leaves, if there is a presence of a red beetles, thereby what happened due to the color, what happens, a red beetles can be easily eaten up by which one they are telling, crows. As more number of crows are going to eat these beetles, the number of beetles what happen will become less. As the number of beetles become less, so thereby what happen, even for the reproduction also less numbers of beetles are produced. Now let us think about some different situation that can develop in this beetle population. This is the first case, that is red beetles on a green leaves. Here in example. So in the second one, so thereby what happened, we can see that is a color variations we can observe. In the first situation, a color variation arises during reproduction. So there is one beetle that is green in color instead of red. This beetle moreover can pass the color on its progeny so that all its progeny beetles are green. Crows, since crows cannot see the green colored beetles on the green leaves on the bushes, they cannot eat. As these green color beetles cannot be seen by the crows, so that what happened? The number of green beetles cannot be eaten up by which one? That is crows. So thereby what happened? But the red color beetles are easily identified by the crows and it can be easily eaten up. So thereby what happened? The number of population of red will decreases, whereas the green population of beetles will remains the same, and even it will be helpful to retain the population of green ones. In the second one we have to see. In the second situation, again a color variation arises during reproduction. Instead of red in color, here we are going to say that is, we must take an example as a blue in color. But now it results in a beetle that is blue in color instead of red. This beetle can also pass the color on its progeny so that all its progeny beetles are blue. Crows can see the blue colored beetles on the green leaves of a bushes as well as they can see the red ones, and therefore they can eat them. Then what happens initially? In the population as it expands, there are few blue beetles, but most are red. But at the same point, the elephant comes by and stamps on the bushes. You can see here, whenever the elephant comes and stamps on this one, you can see more number of beetles. What happen? They are dead. Only a few has been left. These left beetles, what happens? Once they start to live on this one, they start to reproduce by themselves. But at this point, elephants come by and stand on the bushes where the beetles live. This kills most of the beetles. By chance, a few beetles that have survived are mostly blue. The beetle population slowly expands again, but now the beetle in the population are mostly blue. So hereby they are telling, in the first case the red and the green, so the red beetles are eaten away by the crows, so green will be left behind. And in the next one what happens? The blue. So even these blues also what happen? You can see the crows will be eaten away, but sometimes thereby what happen? You can see that is, if some elephant stamps on this one, what happens? More number of blue beetles are dead and only few will be survived. These survived beetles, what happen? Once again they next go for the survival and they start to go for which one? That is reproduction, but the produced one are nothing but blue in color. It is obvious that both in the situation, what started out are a rare variation came to be common characteristics in the population. In other words, the frequency of an inherited trait changed over generations. Since genes cannot control traits, we can say that frequency of the certain genes in a population changed over generation. This is the essence of the idea of the evolution. So here they are telling, since elephant foot has been stamped over this, what happened, number of species have been died. So in both the red and the blue species, thereby what happened, whether the crows eaten up or even the elephant stamps, at the similar way, even for the human beings or any kind of an organisms in the environment has been trapped with some or other conditions, isn't it, like meteorites hits it maybe, or even the natural calamities like floods it may be, or earthquake, all these things what happen, they are going to affect. But there are interesting differences too in the situations. In the first case, the variation become common because it gave a survival advantage. In other words, it was naturally selected. We can see that the natural selection is exerted by the crows. The more crows are there, the more red beetles would be eaten up, and the more proportions of green beetles in the population would be. Thus, natural selection is directing the evolution in the beetle population. It results in adaptations in the beetle population to fit their environment better. So, hereby it is indicating that is, since the color variation is affecting the population. So, if it is the color which is changing in a beetle, means they can survive in a nature, compared to which one they are telling, that is red in color. In the second situation, the color change has no survival advantages, because we have seen that is which one, the elephant food stamp. It was simply a matter of accidental survival of beetles of one color change that changed the common characteristics of the resultant population. The elephant would not have caused such major havoc in the beetle population if a beetle population had been very large. So, accidents in small proportions can change the frequency of some genes in a population, even if there is no survival advantage. This is the notion of genetic drift, which provide diversity without any adaptations. So next thing we have to go for the other kind of a situation. In this situation, as beetle population begins to expand, the bushes start to suffering from a plant disease. As bushes start to suffer from a plant disease, what happen, you can see that is a number of beetles cannot have proper amount of food, as the leaves are suffering from, they are telling which one, disease. Since the leaves are suffering from the disease, no proper food for which one, for the number of beetles. So since no food for the beetles, what happens, even the weight of the beetles will start to reduce. The beetles are poorly nourished. As a result, the average weight of adult beetles decreases from what it used to be when leaves were plentiful. But there is no genetic change occurring. After a few years and a few beetle generation of such scarcity, the plant disease is eliminated. There is a lot of leaf food. So hereby they are asking a question, at this time what would we expect the weight of a beetles to be? More? No, isn't it? The weight of an organism is not a genetical matter to continue for the next generation, and it will not have any kind of inherited characteristics. If the organism weight increases or decreases, it not only depends on the kind of a food which is available. If the bushes are not suffering from any diseases, or if it is suffering from any diseases, what happen, whatever the weight of the beetles which has been reduced will never pass on its inherited characters, or it will never pass the weight, that is less weight or reduced weight of a beetle will never pass on to which one, they are telling, to the next generation. So depending on these things, what happen, we can say that is such kind of a changes which has been taken place through the genetically, what happen, or through the surrounding, what happens, will never pass. Only if a changes which takes place genetically, we can say that is there will be number of variations or evolution will be taking place. Just because of environmental factors means the number of changes will never takes place. So we shall learn then in the next class, that is acquired and inherited characters. Thank you.